Hi, welcome to the first installment of something I'm going to be doing throughout this week in particular. Instead of the usual Word for Wednesday, I'm going to be posting something every day this week as a follow up to our message this past Sunday. We looked at Jesus valuing people. What people did he value? We looked at how Jesus values broken people. Jesus values people who have failed, and Jesus values people who have been defeated. We focused on those three, but we mentioned several others that Jesus values. So we didn't have time to look at all of them in detail, just those three. So I'm going to take a few short videos this week just to focus on the other ones we couldn't cover on Sunday. And these videos are a ministry of Lakefield Baptist Church, and that's where the original sermon was delivered this past Sunday. And if you're in the area of Newberry, Michigan, and Michigan's Upper Peninsula, you don't have a church to go to on Sunday, you're welcome to join us. But we looked at Jesus values broken people, Jesus values people who have failed, and Jesus values people who have been defeated. Today, I want to look at Jesus values people who feel incomplete. Jesus values people who feel incomplete. And a good story, I think, for this is found in the book of 1 Samuel. And we got in chapter 1 a young lady by the name of Hannah. She is married to a husband named Elkanah, and her husband has another wife. And Hannah finds herself in the situation where she isn't able to have children, but this other wife of Elkanah does have children. And Hannah, in that environment where women were successful if they could have children, Hannah, under normal circumstances, would have already been feeling incomplete. But the other wife of Elkanah decides to use the fact that she can't have children to write her down and make her feel even worse, make her feel even less of a woman for not being able to do that. And Elkanah comes along and says, Hannah, why do you weep? Why do you not eat? And why is your heart grieved? Am I not better to you than 10 sons? Now, I don't know how helpful that comment was. I'm guessing not very. But the point is, Hannah feels incomplete. And she takes her problems to God. A good example, we should always take our problems to God. God hears her prayer and gives her children. Why? Because God values those who feel incomplete. He does that with Hannah here. And childlessness is a common theme throughout the Bible. We see it many times in the book of Genesis with Abraham's wife Sarah, and then later with Rebecca, and then with Rachel, and God miraculously bringing children into these situations where the women felt otherwise incomplete. And the same is true today. Do you ever feel incomplete for any reason at all? It could be, maybe you've gone unmarried for your adult life while you've seen your friends around you get engaged and get married. Maybe like Hannah, you've gone childless in your adult life and feel incomplete in that way. Maybe other things, your friends from high school are all off on nice, enjoyable careers while you're stuck in what you feel is a dead end job and you feel like your career hasn't taken off like theirs. Maybe you've seen friends of yours go on to college and you never have. There could be many reasons why we feel incomplete. But the point is for us as Christians to know that despite our feelings of being incomplete, Jesus, God, He values us. Jesus values us. And another lesson is that we should follow in His footsteps and we should value other people, even though by worldly standards they may be incomplete. They may feel incomplete. We need to recognize the image of God in them. We need to recognize that they too are people that Christ died for, and that we need to recognize that They are the neighbors that Christ commanded us to love. So, we are all valued by Christ, and we should reflect that by valuing others who feel incomplete as well. A reminder, this is a ministry of Lakefield Baptist Church, and watch for the next video tomorrow as well. Thank you for joining us.